Hopeless Fan Podcast. We are back after a whirlwind. We've been waiting for it all year, and our bets were, we'll get into it, but nothing can take away from us that we got to have a full week one, and we got to have it together. Gentlemen.
All 3.5 members of Hopeless Fan, too.
3.5?
Nathan's like half.
Oh, okay. I was like, is there a woman in there that's like half worth?
Nathan, not happy.
My wife. So we're stoked for the game tonight. At least I am. I'm really excited. Hopefully we'll get something great. It'll probably end like 13-10 or something stupid.
This would be a Zack under special if you were betting it.
Well, I just love Kansas City -4. I'm chasing the cheese.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm kind of conflicted.
I do too. I like it too.
Yeah, I like the Chargers so much that I would bet the Chiefs.
Overreaction from last week. The Chiefs just annihilated the Cardinals.
Yeah, and I'm low. I'm low on the Cardinals.
Right.
So I'm like,
they're low. Their quarterback low, literally on himself.
Yeah. You know what I was
to
saying?
the ground.
You know how bad of a mood I was in before we started recording.
Terrible.
And I'll get to that.
I told you. Hey, I asked you if you could turn it on. You said no. You're doing a good job.
I know. As soon as you started talking, I was back. But I also
thought it was out.
Yeah,
pulled me back in.
Yeah, I got a big bunk.
Can't wait.
Yeah, but anyway, let's recap a little bit of week one.
Just don't hard R when you use your bunk.
I didn't. Oh my god.
Now he's trying to make everybody.
But
think
the
that he's
listener,
racist.
who's the listeners going to believe? There's no context.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey, Shelby, who'd you vote for?
Yeah, well, I still have an audio clip of you with saying something R related. So, you want to start this? Let's light this candle.
Week one.
Sure.
Yeah,
you can do that.
We were all the way
sure,
back.
I'll lose everything.
We were all.
Then.
I'll have nothing left to lose.
All right, what?
Week one, we were all the way back. Yeah, betting wise, it was okay, and I guess we'll get into more of that with Boardwalk. I guess we can bring back
for you.
Yeah, we could bring back like bad beat of the week, or like everyone shares their best bet and their worst bet of the week. How about that?
Yeah.
So best and worst from betting week one.
My best was definitely the under in the Sunday night game, field goal central. That was 6 the whole time. Can we do?
Yeah, I'll say my best bet was
what?
The same game as the Tampa Bay spread in that.
Yeah, that was also great.
I think my best bet was, so that was your best, was the under. Scotty's best was Tampa
spread,
Bay -2.5.
which I also had.
Mine was probably Jets team total under 18.5. I mean, it was never.
You're
really...
welcome. That's our hard-nosed defense did that for you.
I thought you were going to say like you gave me that.
Oh, no.
I was like,
it's the Jets against the Ravens week one with Joe Flacco.
Well, I liked it at 17. Then when
You're brilliant.
When I went to bet it was 18.5. So I'm like, okay. Commanders -2.5 felt easy at first, and then it got sweaty.
So did San Francisco in that teaser.
That was bad. That was worse. Just talking about the highlights of it. Let's see. Got a few breaks. Colts Texans going under when they just needed a touchdown in overtime. That was fine. And then my worst was probably all the teasers. I just couldn't get the right combo of two teams. Yeah. The 49ers screwed me. Cowboys was a bad one. That offense looked prehistoric. That's what I was gonna say. Prehistoric.
I would say my worst bet.
Practice squad team.
My worst bet, aside from maybe Packers, whatever across the board, whatever they've started.
You doubled on that.
Right. Would be the Baker Mayfield over 1.5 touchdowns, because he had the opportunity to throw 3 of them, and they ended up he rushed for one.
Yeah.
And then
he threw a deep one.
And then he threw another one, and then at the end they were like, we're just going to go with the field goal instead of trying to throw a touchdown.
Yeah. Scotty, your best line from week one was that Robbie Anderson's good for a long touchdown every week one. And that's so true.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
so true. And I guess we'll get into that when we go into start and sit 'em. But all right, start with Stan. Mine's kind of an opposite.
Well, I need to tell you my bad bet because
he's got his bad bet.
I didn't know you didn't do your worst. What was your worst of week one, Scotty?
Well, it was originally probably the Eagles with the backdoor cover to the Lions up 31-28, win 38-28 or win 38-35 as a -4.5 favorite. But I'll say the teaser that I had I only did one teaser this week. It was with the Saints' miraculous win. Ravens, easy win. Chiefs, easy win. And the 49ers, who were controlling up, 2.5 quarters until the Bears just scored 19 unanswered with like 6 minutes. They got their first score with like 6 minutes left in the third or so. And
a deep ball to the most wide open man in the history of the NFL.
What was worse about the Eagles, Scotty, was that like for a while we just thought like, oh, the Eagles killed them, it's over, and then like 4 red zone, like there were 5 red zone alerts, and 3 of them were the Lions scoring. Yeah, it was like, oh my god.
Lions do this in the beginning of every year. I think that's like the Dan Campbell special now. So anytime the Lions get down big early, just bet the live over. Live over. And
they're favored for the first time in how many fucking consecutive weeks?
That's bad.
That's wild.
But yeah, I think their last 18 games, they've won 4 of them, and they've covered 12. So
Jesus.
They're just getting inside the number. If Dan Campbell was a college coach right now, he'd be, like, his job security would be through the roof because he'd be winning all this money for boosters. But okay, we'll go into Stan. Zach, you can start.
Yeah,
working man Zach is what we're calling
I know,
now.
And it fits right in with that.
Oh, I just guessed. I didn't know your Stan.
But... I went back to our middle school and high school to
I thought this was
to sub. And wow, man, it was cathartic to say the least. Just seeing, like, nothing has changed except for the computer lab. There's Macs in there when we had like the shittiest computers the 90s had to offer. There was like nice Macs in the computer lab, but other than that, like the same chairs and tables in the lunchroom.
Yep,
exactly the same. We graduated 10 years ago, by the way. This class that graduates.
Don't say that.
This graduating class, the class of 2023, is 10 years. So we started our senior year 10 years ago. Well, I mean, look at Scotty. He was 10 years ago. He was a freshman in college. So yeah, all of that exactly the same.
10 years ago, I was a senior in college. Freshman in college. Oh yeah,
you got it. You got it.
You were starting your freshman year.
Yep. So it was weird, and a lot of the same teachers are still there. Some of them have different last names now, for good and bad reasons. But you know what I'm talking about. So yeah, it was really interesting, and it was just nice to be back there. It didn't feel like I was at work. It just felt like I was
a student,
just hanging out. Right. No, it was nice.
I enjoyed the memory lane.
Yeah, where I like found the hallway that's got all the classes lined down it, which doesn't have my picture because I wasn't ever there in the morning senior year, so I never got my picture taken for this.
So you're not on the.
Nope.
Wow.
Not in there.
That's funny.
Yep. Jonah. Justin's not on there. He was still alive, but he's just not on there.
Chill.
Ty, and then Travis, and then supposed to be me, but it's not. It goes straight to Daria. So,
Jesus.
Got him. And then I went through the yearbook, and I found some pictures of me in there with an X.
I don't have a Stan. Everything sucks.
Everything sucks right now.
Literally, I can't think of a Stan.
Bang energy drink. That's mine.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I've been there.
I've been working out. That's it.
That's a Stan. How's it going with the trainer?
Awful. I'm just sore every day.
Yeah.
Every fucking day.
It's like
today was legs too.
Shouldn't you ask him? Be like, hey, like I thought, like when you start working out, you're sore, but then after you keep working out, you're supposed to not be sore. It's like, no, this is just your life now.
This is week 3. To my own fault.
Thank God it's not actually week 3 in the NFL.
No, I would hate my life.
Imagine if you accidentally clicked to the day after the Super Bowl, like the movie Click.
Ew.
And you went back and like you got to rewatch how it has them on autopilot, and you're just like, I'm gonna take the Lions this week, and the Lions like don't cover. That's the only bet you have is you just bet the Lions spread every week, and they don't cover a single one. That's all you did.
Yeah, after we talk about.
You lost like $1,100, and this is the end of your pencil box has no winning tickets in it.
Yeah, and like
Shelby would never watch a pressure cooker moment for the Bengals.
Yeah, and you're
would just autopilot to skip ahead of anything.
And you're back to living with your ex, and you bought a house, and it's next door to her mom in Dayton.
Everyone chill. This whole
You just
pod,
made like the worst decisions of your life
yeah, this
over
whole pod needs to just chill.
Chill.
Yeah. I don't know. Scotty, do you have a stand?
He says Bang energy
Yeah,
drink.
it's Bang energy drink.
Oh, okay.
Zach just decided to just gloss over it.
No, I know. It was Shelby was talking when
yeah.
you said it.
Yeah, that's right. Fuck you, Shelby.
Chill.
I guess my stand would be
that dirt.
my stand would be C4 pre-workout drinks.
Oh, I thought you were about to say C4 explosives.
No, but that's literally.
Yeah, me
Yeah.
too.
He's like, that's what I'm going to attach to this fucking laptop.
I've been hanging out with this coyote recently. We just get into some shit.
This is fucking Birdman.
All right, bunk, Scotty.
A bunk? Yeah, I have a bunk. No, I don't. I don't have a bunk. Everything's great in my life. My bunk is that you don't have a stand
Okay.
to make something to make you feel good in life.
Well, I have plenty of bunks. So basically, I've been without. It was Sunday when we were streaming the games. It was after the Washington game. It got to around 4 o'clock. My work laptop, which was shit, I needed a new one, started acting up, and so it was like it was not working at all. I mean, couldn't log. If you did get to log in, it would maybe last 20 minutes, and then it would freeze. Everything would freeze, or you would log in and it would restart immediately.
How old was that laptop?
I had it for about 4 years.
And it wasn't new when you got it.
No, so it was. I mean, it was time. But then Monday when I'm like on the phone with IT, I'm on the phone with like 4 different people trying to fix it, and all of them were just like, "All right, I'll send you to someone else who's like better at this." And then finally they're like, "Yeah, you like," they like did the thing where they take over your laptop while you're on it,
remote. Yeah.
Yeah, and they were like, "Why did everything stop?" And I'm like, "This is
'Cause
what I've been
it's a
trying to
piece of
tell. That's what I've been
shit.
trying to tell you." He's like, the guy on the phone was like.
Have you tried turning it off and
Yeah,
on?
the guy I was on the phone with was like, "Oh, I just tried to scroll over here and the mouse stopped working. Everything froze." And I'm like, "I know, everything freezes." He's like, "Okay, we'll just order you another one." I'm like, "Thank you." That was Monday morning. Laptop doesn't get here till Thursday afternoon today. And then as I'm trying to log in, my fucking password, which I know is right, doesn't work. It calls me to go back to dipping. I was 4 days clean from dip. So I'm back.
What a coincidence!
You tried
Because
sending it to Wumbo?
do you hear what he said?
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't think it was funny? I thought it was pretty funny.
Yeah.
Then laugh, God damn it!
Well, Debbie Down.
Yeah.
You know what you need? A bang.
To get banged.
Bang it.
A few different bangs, dude.
Speaking of which, did you?
I take it.
Didn't happen? Okay. Didn't pan out. That's
also,
all right.
also, being in 5.5.
Oh, that sucks.
Being in
what we talked about?
Being in 5.5 fantasy leagues is not great either.
How are you 5.5?
Because
Is mine the half?
No, that too.
What?
That was the only league I lost in. I'm in 5.
To me.
Yes, I'm in 5 leagues. I went 4-1. There's my stand. 4-1 in 5 leagues. But my other league is my sister's. I'm like half in it. It's her team, but I drafted it and I manage it. And we scored the most points in the league, but we played the team second most points in the league, and we played the team that scored the most. So
Yeah.
we lost.
My bunk is having Josh Allen on your fantasy team and still losing. Because a certain Denver Broncos wide receiver and running back are fraudulent and
Who'd you have,
deserve.
Sutton?
Yeah, and Javonte
Total frauds,
Williams.
bad picks.
Yeah, well, I
Oh,
mean, bad
Javonte-
players
Terrible
on a
picks.
bad team. Yeah.
Did Javonte fumble with the one?
Yeah, really. Yeah, at the one. They both did.
Yeah.
Each running back fumbled.
Oh yeah, and that turned a winning
but
week into a losing.
Really, it's your fault for drafting bad players.
Yeah, I should have known better. I almost traded Jalen Hurts tried to trade
really is your fault.
Jalen Hurts for Russell Wilson. Never
Scotty, your
make
bunk?
that mistake again.
Yeah.
Scotty, your bunk?
Never. You shouldn't. My bunk?
Yeah.
You already asked me. I said I didn't
He doesn't have one.
But I have one. It's going to be taxes.
Sure.
Yeah.
Shelby, you do freelance work.
Yeah.
I'm doing all this work, right? And it takes time, and like I go out of my way, and then I do all this invoicing, and then they're like, oh, by the end of the year you'll get all this money now, but by the end of the year the government's you're probably going to owe like 40% of everything you make, 30
Right.
or 40. I'm like, what the fuck am I better like upcharge my shit because because this is some bullshit. I didn't,
Yeah, because if you're doing freelance work,
they're not Venmo me.
Yeah, they're not paying. Let's see, they're not paying for. It's not just your income tax. It's like Social Security and Medicare tax and unemployment tax and all this fucking bullshit that they're supposed to.
Well, now I could probably write off like my Wi-Fi because it's like I use my Wi-Fi to do freelance work.
Well, I'm in the same boat as Scotty with freelance work. So like at the end of this
your phone
month,
plan too. At
the end of this month, the last day of September, I'll get $800 from freelancing. I'm like, that's good for Vegas. I'm gonna be in Vegas. I'm gonna get $800, but it's like, am I really gonna put $350 away? For tax, I'm like,
take it out of the next $800
that's what
paycheck.
I'm saying. I'm like, this is a future Shelby all day problem. This is like after football, after the Super Bowl, right before tax. When's tax going to start? March. It's usually March, right?
That's when it ends. That you have to have. Well, it's before the pandemic. It was supposed to. Oh, that is right. April 15th. Yeah, you can start as soon as you get your W-2s. You can start them.
Yeah, I did my taxes in March this year.
Yeah. Yeah. It used to be, I think it was, oh yeah, that's right. It was April 15th was tax day before the pandemic. Then after that, they moved it to May.
Okay. So when's the day that tax, like you got to turn in your 2022 shit?
That will be in, if it's the same as last year, then this year, it'll be in May.
Yeah, okay.
They move it from April to May.
That's what I'm saying. This is a total, like, all down the road Shelby deal.
Right, and plus...
Because that $800 is going to be used in Vegas.
Yeah, plus, you think about it, you'll have a lot of money saved up from, all the bets that you use, year-long cash that you can use for that. Also have to pay taxes on.
Good start to that.
And then you won't be spending a bunch of money on football bets in general because you'll have been done since February. Right. Sad,
Hey, guys, I have some sad news. As it pertains to Vegas.
What's that?
So I use this service called Agoda to book the hotel, right?
Okay.
If our listeners know, we're staying at Circa Las Vegas, in downtown Vegas, biggest sports book in the world.
At the end of this month,
right?
Yeah, in 2 weeks from today, we'll be in Vegas. The problem though, okay?
Oh God,
is I got this special rate of, it was like $292 per room per night, and regularly it's like $450 per room per night. So we got this incredible deal, but to get that deal, the price has to go through. I wanted the price to go through my brother, because he's collecting all the payments from everyone, right? So, but I booked it on my card so I could take advantage. It was like at 1 a.m. one night.
Sure.
So I booked it. So I booked this thing, just to make sure, and then figured we'd change the card later. Well, to do that, my brother had to call in, and also he was going to surprise me and my other brother with a bigger room. So he was also trying to update it to make, and so just basically say hey, instead of 2 rooms or 3 rooms, we need 2 rooms. I'm gonna I booked another room, right? So it's just removing one of the rooms. Well, this fucking bitch service provider had the worst. There's probably the worst customer service. Couldn't understand her apparently, and she canceled the original reservation and remade one without getting the special rate. So it went from $2,600 total for 3 rooms, 6 people, to $2,200 total for two rooms, 4 people. So that's something we're trying to figure out.
Ooh.
What does this mean for me?
Bunk.
It means we'll end up having to pay
it means
more.
that we might be staying at the Golden Nugget. No.
Okay.
We might stay, because we still have that other reservation. We kept a couple of them just in case.
Okay.
But it just might not be at Circa. Potentially.
Okay. As long as I don't have to pay more, I'll stay in a fucking tent on the street. I don't.
If anything,
care.
you'll pay less.
Yeah, that's as long as I don't have to pay more.
But the experience will be worse.
Yeah.
Well, as long as we're together.
I don't think it'll be worse. Regardless, we'll make.
How much time are you going to spend in the rooms, anyways?
Will definitely be worse. Well, it's not the rooms; it's the fucking pool. But it's $20 to access the pool. So
give a shit about a pool.
Oh, that Circa pool's nice though. Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Holy shit. Okay. Stardom. Zack.
Stardom is going to be fat quarterbacks. Scotty sent it in the.
Lamar?
Yeah, that was Lamar. Scotty sent it in there, and you know what? It's
Careful.
if Pittsburgh could do it for as long as they did and be as good as they did with a fat quarterback, I'm ready to see what my options are.
Let's just say
with a fat quarterback.
Big Ben's on the field career, you will take that for Lamar.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Big Ben never won an MVP. So there you go.
There
My
you go.
stardom is
Do
week
you ever
one.
get a vote?
My stardom is week one overreactions.
Careful.
Yeah, week one overreactions.
I only like quarterbacks that don't get votes.
We know. Week one overreactions, especially when it pertains to fantasy, I'm just like reading shit about like who to pick up, who to not. It's like number one is like Curtis Samuel, and I'm like, let's just chill. Like, are we ready to like spend? Like, a lot of leagues have free agent budgets where you have to pay for your free agents. Are we really ready to like unload on Curtis Samuel and OJ Howard to be like top? I don't know. I just feel like week one is such a conundrum sometimes.
Right.
Where, like, you know, Curtis Samuel is like the most picked up dude. It's like,
the only.
All right, fuck you.
what? Did you pick him up?
Picked him up in the league.
Oh, okay. I mean, that's fine. We don't.
In the league.
Yeah, we don't have a free agent budget, so that's fine.
I picked up Julio Jones,
Yeah.
so I look like a chump too. Well,
No,
we'll
that
see.
looks better because Chris Godwin might not be all the way back,
Right.
and Mike Evans didn't practice today.
Yeah,
So that's fine.
I need a new running back.
Scotty, you have a stardom?
Yeah, I'm gonna say that my stardom is safety kickers. We need to make that a thing. We need to just get rid of kickers in general. Like, I want to start Justin Reed in fantasy at kicker, or actually, I want to start him as an IDP,
And then get points.
and then get points for his extra points and field goals.
That'd be something.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
I'm guessing it would have to kick.
Wait just a damn.
It would have to kick in. It would have to kick in, I think. All right, sit 'em. I'll start with age requirements. Leo now dating a 27-year-old. Gigi Hadid.
Yeah, he was supposed to be, carrying the torch for all of us, living out the dream that we wanted for ourselves. Just dating young, dumb broads. And
Okay, I'm recording
so,
you.
and I'm recording me. So that's kind of how this works. Gigi. In case you don't know, Gigi Hadid is just a model. It's just that's all he dates. So, Gigi's a name for like a great grandmother. That's a weird name for a young person to have.
Yeah.
It also means
she's
good
not
game.
young.
No, she's a year younger. She's the same age as you.
Yeah, she's not young. Okay, well, actually, you know what? If you want to say she's young, I'll take it.
Please.
But I'm barreling towards 28 pretty
Bold
soon.
of you.
So, all right, sit 'em, Zach.
Wait, pretty soon. You're almost.
He turns 28 in
That's what I said. I'm barreling towards 28. By the
January.
day, in
Dude,
January.
this time next year, I'll be like a couple months away from 30.
Gross.
I'm gonna off myself. I'm gonna literally
That
make
is-
myself before.
Gross.
I remember when my brother turned 30 and now he's 32, and that seemed like it was yesterday. And now I'm like, I'm not gonna turn 30. That couldn't be me.
That's literally all I said. Was that like it was like, oh, Cincinnati has a bid for the World Cup in 2025. I'm like, I'll be 30. I'm like, nah, that can't happen.
I know. Well, it's 2025 is when the next Avengers movie comes out, and it's like 2024 or 2025. Either way, it's like I'm still gonna be fucking gooning over these movies, and I'm gonna be in my 30s. Not even 30.
We had
I'm
a
31.
good thing, you son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch. Sidham. I haven't really been following the news this week. I've been busy, and then at school, and then I come home and I just take a nap, and then I wake up, and then I eat, and then I go to sleep again. So I haven't really been paying attention to the news.
That's all right. Let's get into Boardwalk.
Yeah.
All right, Boardwalk. Pretty good start for everyone over 500 except Nathan. We were all 4-3.
Nice.
Nathan was 3-4.
Stupid
I have
ass.
Nathan's picks. Tease and thank you. Scotty's party parlay, Zach's lock of the week of the century, and Pfeiffer's player prop all went 0-1, so that's good.
Nice.
I forgot what my
Carolina.
My party parlay is
good.
kind of crazy though. So
Oh,
I'll be lucky to
I mean,
hit
it's
one
not-
of those.
Yeah, I mean,
Still
'cause
trying.
Because you didn't last year.
Was it the first year he did it?
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
you did-
That's
You
bulletin
just
board
said,
material.
I don't want to lie to the
could've
listener.
you could have just said that though, and then we'd be like, it doesn't. It's free. It's literally free to be nice.
First game, In Cleveland, the Jets plus 6.5. Browns laying 6.5. Totals 39.5. Scotty.
This game is getting
I'm going Cleveland Jets over 39.5.
Ooh, that'll be a crossfire with Nathan off the jump, who has under 39.5.
I love the over because Cleveland showed that they could at least put some points on the board, and the Jets are going to have a hang. They only put 3 on the board. You can't tell me that they're not going to at least put up 2 touchdowns this week.
Okay. Zach?
I just like Jets plus 6.5.
I'm on the same page as you.
Yeah.
The Browns
Suck it out before the podcast.
The Browns got going on offense against the Panthers because they ran the ball down their throat.
Mm-hmm.
Jacoby Brissett was not very good, and the Jets can stop the run. I think they pretty much held the Ravens in check running the ball.
I mean, they had Mike Davis and
no, I know, but
the ghost of
it's a definite
Kenyon Drake.
It's a bigger task, but
yeah,
I think they're forcing the Browns to throw more than they did. The Browns averaged Chubb was in the 140s running the ball on just 22 carries.
Well, Kareem Hunt's the only one who looked like he knew what the fuck he was doing out there.
He was the only one that scored touchdowns.
That and the kicker.
Yeah, he's the one scoring touchdowns. No, I like the Jets a lot, plus 6.5.
Mm-hmm.
Already bet it, but yeah. So we have one crossfire between Scotty and Nathan. All right, next game, Miami, 3.5-point dog in Baltimore, total 44.5. Zach.
I'm gonna go Baltimore Ravens minus 3.5.
Okay.
Revenge game from last year. I think they'll learn that you can do more than taking sacks in this game. So they'll look at the tape from last year and be like, "Oh, we can actually call a diverse play calling sheet. Oh, sweet." So, but we have the same offensive coordinator, so fingers crossed.
Mm-hmm. Scotty.
We have a fat quarterback.
Crossfire.
He likes Dolphins plus 3.5.
All right, Scotty calls the crossfire with Zach.
I like it. You said it's a revenge game from last year, but last year was just a revenge game from the previous year when Lamar went the fuck off in the first game.
Incorrect. That was 2019. So 2020 they didn't play.
Yeah, okay.
So 2020. Yeah.
Okay, well, how about 2 years before when Lamar lit him up?
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. That's what I meant.
I like Miami too, plus 3.5. So does Nathan. Scotty called the crossfire, so it's his.
You guys are fucked.
3 out of 4 there. Zach can gain some ground early. I'm taking Miami. I hate the game in general. I don't want to bet it.
Oh yeah, no, this game's not going to be fun to watch.
I have no opinion on the total, and I don't know about either team, so I'm just like,
oh, okay.
Both teams looked good week 1, winning by double digits. Mm-hmm. So I don't want to. I just took the team with.
What's the under?
I just took the team with points.
44.5.
44.5. All right, next game. In Vegas, Cardinals 6-point dog against the Raiders. Totals 52.
It's 5.5.
Scotty,
line's moving.
Go.
Fuck the Raiders. I'm going Arizona plus 6 as a rebound game.
Nathan on the same page.
Or this is the beginning of their collapse.
Nathan on the same page as you and myself. I'm also taking Arizona. The look-ahead line was 2.5, and now the Chiefs lit them up, and it's moved 3.5 points. I don't know what the hell's going on with the Cardinals. Yeah. I don't know how the hell they got up to almost 6 last week. I know they got killed, so in hindsight it looks bad, but this is a team that won 10 games last year.
Yeah.
I've got to put some faith in them, and usually the Cardinals are the team starting fast, like 8-0 last year.
Yeah.
I just don't.
Hey guys, if the Cardinals lose this by 2 touchdowns, is Cliff Kingsbury going to be the first coach fired mid-season?
I think Mike McCarthy maybe, but
yeah. But now he's got
Mike McCarthy now has an excuse.
Yeah, he's got an excuse now.
But I could definitely see Kingsbury, or if the Panthers were to go 0-4, Matt Rule.
Mm-hmm.
Oh fuck Matt Rule, dude. He's the worst coach in the NFL.
He just always looks like he's like staring into the sun.
Yeah, or if the Bengals go 0-4, maybe Zack Taylor gets.
Yeah, you gotta learn about this, sweetie. Zach, they just extended his.
I know. So this one's I want to wait. What's the over under right now that
52.
You wrote down? 50. Okay, it moved down to 51.5. So I'm glad that we have that because I do like the under in this game. Yeah, under 52. And the reason for that being these two teams allow good amount of points. Obviously, the Cardinals allowed a good amount of points. What was the final score? That
24-19.
Yeah, so they gave up 24. I think they're going to button things up, especially playing a worse offense, the Raiders. And I think the same thing for the Cardinals. I think they're going to hit defense hard this week, allowing all those points. There's going to be an overcorrect, and I don't think that these over-under numbers reflect that kind of stuff. So I'm going to go out on a limb and take the under here, thinking that they're going to have a defensive focus week at practice, and hopefully that will translate onto the field.
In Dallas, the Bengals are laying 7 against Cooper Rush, and the Cowboys total 41.5. Zach?
Under 41.5. I don't. It's such a chump move to be like, oh, Cooper Rush, sure, take the Bengals -7, but
yeah,
it just feels like a trap.
Like
I'm taking Bengals -7.
Nathan also taking Bengals -7.
You can never tell if it's like, is this too easy or is this a trap?
Like, if we look back Monday and said the Bengals beat Cooper Rush by 13, you'd be like, yeah, they should.
Yeah.
And the Cowboys are injured, and I don't like betting on them.
That's right.
I kind of like over a tad. I'll go over with a crossfire with Zach.
Okay.
Over 41.5.
Now I hate it. I want to take over. I'm just kidding.
All right.
But seriously.
But like,
just kidding.
Everything points.
But seriously.
Everything points to Bengals -7.
Yeah.
It should.
Right.
Bengals -7.
Okay. No crossfire.
But now I kind of.
I'm back on the under. All right, moving
I'll stick
on.
with
Next
the
game.
over. The
Next
over's
game.
going to lose. That's absolutely going to lose. All right, Sunday Night Football. Bears +10. Packers -10. Nathan is riding with the Bears, even though we have both already bet the Packers -9.5. So he has the Bears. Scotty, who do you have?
I have the Packers.
Crossfire with Nathan?
-10.
Well, we'll see where the other picks lie. But
Yeah. I think the Packers pull it together, and the Bears are frauds, and it should be like a 13-14 point spread.
Yeah, let me look
Zach,
at the.
Can you give me the first half spread?
Well, yeah, I was gonna look at team total and then first half. God damn it! Where is it? Halftime.
Goodness gracious!
5.5.
And what's the
Over under first half.
No. What's the
team total?
What's the Bears team total?
Yeah, that was the next thing I was going to look for.
It's under game. I got it.
Yep.
Bears 15.5.
Yep.
I'll take Green Bay in the first half -5.5. I think if any team has something to prove right from the jump, it's Green Bay in the first half.
Right.
And I don't want to be backdoored later down the road.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Bears team total under 15.5.
Okay.
I don't think they're gonna score 2 touchdowns.
The Packers defense didn't look bad against Minnesota. It was just bad against Justin Jefferson.
Yeah.
That was it. All right, bonus and lock time. Scotty, go with a bonus.
Yeah, I'm going to go New England, Pittsburgh. Gross game, but I'm going under 40. I don't think either team has a lot of Steelers have the weapons, but Mitchell Trubisky doesn't know how to get it to them. Except when it's, a minute under overtime and it's the tight end. But yeah, I'm taking that under.
Well,
Mac Jones can't get the ball. Mac Jones has no weapons either.
That goes into my my bonus. Is that mine's the first half under in that game, under 20.5.
What did he say the total was?
40.
40? Yeah, okay, that's what it still is.
Zach, you got a bonus?
Yeah, the Colts are breaking the curse. I have the -4 at Jacksonville. It ends this Sunday, bitches. The Colts are winning in Jacksonville, and they're going to do it by more than 4 points.
Okay. Nathan has Carolina +2.5 as his bonus.
Jesus, what a fucking Nathan bet.
Very much a Nathan bet.
That's an awful
All
fucking
right,
bet.
we'll go into locks. Nathan likes Tampa Bay -2.5, running it back with the Bucks. Scotty?
I had Denver -10. I fucking love Denver -10, but I think I'm going Seattle +8.5 against San Francisco.
There's one team that's gonna have a letdown week. It's got to be Seattle after that win.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, fine. Denver -10.
No, you can go with what you want.
Nope. Let's ride.
Zach?
I'm going to stick with the shadiest, sussiest team in the NFL, maybe. At least under the eyes of Congress. The Washington Commanders, plus 1.5 against the Lions. Against the Lions? Are you shitting my dick right now? The first time that Detroit is favored in a game in, 30-something consecutive weeks?
This time last week, you could have bet Washington minus 1.5.
Yeah.
It went to plus 1.5. Mm-hmm. Why?
Because they scored garbage time points against the Eagles?
Because the Lions covered, even though Washington won and covered.
Right. I don't. It doesn't. It's not reflecting reality, and that's where you make your money in betting.
All right. Now we'll go to tease and thank you. We'll start first in New Orleans. We're going New Orleans plus 8.5 with a 6-point teaser, and feeding off my lock, Washington plus 7.5 with the 6 points. Obviously, if I like them as my lock.
Oh my goodness!
Scotty, do you have your party? We'll go to Pfeiffer's player prop.
I do.
Well, real quick, let me get this out of the way. Derek Carr over 295.5 passing yards against Arizona. So Nathan looking for Derek Carr to have similar numbers as Mahomes did last week. Zach, lock of the week of the century because it's a single, and then we'll get to Scotty's parlay to end it.
Yeah. This one I think is going to be perhaps the easiest hit that it's ever had before.
So why wasn't it your regular lock?
Come on, man.
Okay.
So I was going to have the Washington game as my lock of the week of the century, but it's like this one's a little different. It's not like an actual just regular game spread or over under. So it's going to be Denver Broncos under 27.5 team total points.
Ooh.
I don't think they're going to have a problem winning the game. I still think that they could very well just cover that. But
you said ever.
I can't see them scoring 4 touchdowns after after what happened last week. But I've been proven wrong before. But
you would think that
sorry.
You could see you would say that should be the other way around, where they got to the 1 yard line 3 times.
Well, it's my lock of the week of the century.
I was gonna say I could see that. Well, they could build a big lead and lay off the gas. They're 10-point favorite, but I was gonna say I could see them scoring 16 or 37. Because I think they might overcompensate for the lack of aggressiveness and start being a lot more aggressive in this game, which could either kill you or it could be bliss, and you could hit every deep ball and go over 30. So, all right. Also, I knew the names of the coaches, but I thought Nathaniel Hackett and O'Donnell.
Oh, cue ball
from Minnesota. I knew they were the coaches for their respective teams, but their faces I got wrong.
I thought it was Buddy Hackett.
And Nathaniel Hackett explaining his stuff after the loss Monday was like a guy who was caught in the act of cheating, which I would know about. Actually, no.
That's Buddy Hackett.
Ew, what the hell? So I got those confused. I don't like Nathaniel Hackett's face. I think he's got a questionable face. That's all I'll say. Scotty, your party parlay.
I don't want to do this anymore.
Okay.
Why not?
Hit us with it.
I'm upset. I'm upset because not party parlay. I just don't want to be around anymore because Shelby doesn't like Nathaniel Hackett's face.
I just said he had a questionable face. The last person I thought had a questionable face is Matt Rule. That's all I'm saying.
Only I can make fun of cue ball. Cue ball Hackett.
All right, what's your party parlay?
A Colts -4.
I like
Giants -2. Fuck you, Nathan. Tampa Bay Bucks -2.5 against the Saints.
Okay.
There's a letdown, dude. Zach, is it your party parlay?
Nope. I was talking to Shelby.
This is fucking hidden. Seattle Seahawks +8.5. Oh, well, it's just so happens I'm on the podcast. +8.5 for the Seahawks. Washington moneyline. Bengals -7. That's fucking hitting. Plus 4,773. That's fucking hitting. 100 wins you almost 5K. You want to go to Vegas with some fucking cheese? Put 100 on this and it's fucking.
Watch Washington lose by 1 point, and he could have had +1.5. That's the only
I'll
thing that ruins
counter.
it. I'd like to bet on college football. Would you like to pick a game? Nah, you just take it.
All right, is that our show?
Hey, that's our show. Let's go watch some football.
Here we go. the sun sleeps late and pours himself a shot of tequila. It's a little place called Pleasure Island. That's where I'd like to feel ya. It's easy to find just beyond the last wave. Dolphins and whales are up mating. Sail all day and all night and then take a hard ride. That's where I'll be awaiting. Pleasure Island, island of pleasure. No need to stop and think. Pleasure Island, a beautiful treasure.